All the stories in this series are about a mobile phone family, what happens to them during the day, where they are taking, and how they get out of trouble. This book is about Mobile Merriment, when all the mobiles have a party, and the moral of this story is, make sure you always tell your parents where you are and when you will be home. Read on to find out more. One day it was Magical Mobile's birthday, so he invited all the other mobile phones to his grand birthday party. It was on a summer's day and he decided to have a sleepover. This is when friends invite you to spend the night at their house. You take your pajamas, eat and drink lots, have a great deal of fun before you go to bed. They all arrived around 6 p.m. for a birthday tea, and then the party game started. First, Minnie Mobile turned on her phone and started to play a game, followed by Musical Mobile playing music for them all to dance to. There was lots of cola and soft fizzy drinks being drunk, and they all started to play around and do silly things. Now don't forget they were in Magical's house, so anything could happen. Have you read my Magical Mobile book? Now in the house were lots of mirrors. They were like the mirrors that you get in a fun fair. The ones that when you look at yourself in them, it makes you look a funny shape. You can be very fat or very thin, or maybe you can be very tall or sometimes be very short, and you can even look wavy. Well, all the mobiles started to play around these mirrors, and this is how some of them looked. Sticky Mickey looked so fat, it was as if the chewing gum he had in his mouth was being blown inside of him instead of being blown out. Minnie looked like she was trying to breathe in and become thinner. Manic was stretching up high as if he was being measured for his funfair ride. Miserable and Macho looked as though their heads had been stretched. Mischievous looked like he was in a spin through too much dancing. Medallion and Marion were short and fat. Make-believe and mixed-ups even looked as though they'd eaten too much party food. Majestic and Musical were crooked and wavy. Magical, well, his boots just looked like magic. Messy was so thin and wavy. Muffled was trying to stand on one toe. Misplaced looked very thin, just like a pencil. And Monkey, what does he look like? A seesaw, do you think? All these mirrors were so much fun. As this party was in Magical's house, Merlin the magician was in the kitchen with his wife making jelly mobiles, so that they could all take some home in their party bags. These jelly mobiles looked exactly like the mobile phones. Because they were made of jelly, you could move their arms and legs about. This will be a great surprise for them all, said Merlin. They won't expect to take home a look-alike mobile, will they? No, they won't, replied his wife. This is a magical house, and we can make anything in our kitchen. Now, when it was time for sleep, they were all being rather silly. I forgot to tell Miles that I was sleeping over, said Manic. I will just ring him and tell him. He dialed the number, but somebody different answered it. Who is that? asked Manic. It's Mike, was the reply. You're not Miles. I must have the wrong number. Sorry to disturb you, said Manic. He tried again. Hello, is that Miles? No, this is Monty, came the reply. Oh, this is no good, said Manic. I have had too many fizzy drinks, and I can't dial the number properly. Can you try for me, Minnie? Your hands are smaller, and maybe you will hit the right buttons. So, of course, Minnie is little and good and can do anything right. So she managed to get the right number and then gave Manic the telephone. Hello, is that you, Miles? Said Manic. Yes, this is Miles. What is the matter? I forgot to tell you, Miles, that this is a sleepover party. Is it all right if I stay the night, please? Of course you can, Manic. Just let me know what time you will be home in the morning. Oh, about 10 o'clock after breakfast. Is that okay?" Manic was very pleased that he was allowed to stay over, and very happy that he managed to get in touch with Miles before he began to worry. You see, if he had just stayed and not let Miles know he was sleeping the night, Miles may have phoned the police and tell them that Manic was missing. This would have wasted a great deal of policemen's time while they were out looking for him. So you see, children, you must always tell your parents where you are and what time you will be home, whether it is just having tea with a friend or staying extra time to watch television or play together. Manic was having a great deal of trouble dialing the telephone number, wasn't he? But you must always keep trying and never give up. It would help if you wear a watch, that's if you can tell the time. The party continued to well past midnight, when they all had a midnight feast. That's eating a lot more food. In the morning, all the mobiles went home with their party bags, with their jelly mobiles that looked exactly like themselves. Everyone had a really great time. Happy birthday, Magical! And that's the end of the story.